Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome to Streets of Rogue. Part of my 2018 goals for the channel was just showing you guys games that I enjoy that maybe you haven't seen, maybe you haven't heard about. And I have been playing Streets of Rogue for most of this past week and really enjoying my time in it. It has 4-player co-op and a single-player mode as well. And basically how the game is designed, it is a procedurally generated world with procedurally generated objectives that you need to carry out in order to progress to the next level. There are mutators as well, which make the game quite a lot more difficult. While you're out in the world, you're going to be collecting chicken nuggets as well from completing certain missions. You can see that up at the top left-hand side of the screen. And you can use those chicken nuggets to progress your account by buying more traits or rewards. You can play as pre-made classes or as custom classes that you make with this loadout guy, I believe. Now, I started out with just a few characters here, but by completing specific objectives in the game world, you can unlock more to play as. One of my personal favorites is the Assassin, and I think I'll be showing that one to you guys today. He seems pretty overpowered, but there's weird things like a gorilla, a vampire, a cannibal, a slave master, a zombie, and a shapeshifter, which is pretty fun as well. And these all approach the map, the battlefield, whatever you want to call it, in drastically different ways. But again, my favorite is the Assassin. He's capable of doing a ton of backstab damage, and if someone's sleeping, he can just walk right up and take him out. Now, this floor that it's generating is totally random based on parameters, of course. And if I hit tab, we can see what my objectives are. Now, if you are playing with a group, you can have team members die and revive them with a little bit of your health or with some of your money. I've never actually done a single player run, so we'll kind of see how it goes. You don't have to technically kill anyone in this game. There are a lot of ways to progress through the game that don't require violence or don't require direct violence, at least. I'm going to go through the exit of this building and try to be a little stealthy. Notice that I have to retrieve the item from this safe down here, but there's some traps and some bad guys in the building that are trying to stop me from doing that. Now, I don't have any way of opening the safe because I didn't start as a thief and I don't have the safe buster, but my special for the ninja is the ability to go in camouflage, and I can sneak up on these guys and take them out and try to get the safe combination from them by performing a couple backstabs. This piece of paper right here is the safe combination. Now, there's a camera in this room that this purple, like, area is the path of the camera. So we need to sneak up on that, and then I could take that out. There's also a turret in the room, so if the camera saw me, that would start shooting at me. We picked up a baseball bat, which is just a melee weapon, and then we can walk right over to this safe and unlock this bad boy. And we got the muffin. Our reward was some lockpicks as well. This is my first time seeing those. Oh, I stepped on a trap. Stepped on a trap and fell to my death. Now, not to my death, but we did take 30 points of damage. Now, we do have to monitor our health. If we die in single player, I would imagine that it's a little bit more difficult to come back. Maybe I can buy my way back. Like I said, I've mostly played the game in co-op so far. Our next objective is to operate all these switches here up in this building. If we wanted to kill these gravestones, we could unlock a vampire class, but we already have it unlocked. If I wanted to buy some stuff, there might be a merchant around here somewhere. If we check the map, that would be a little bit easier to see. There's a few vending machines around in this area, but doesn't look like there's too many vendors. Now, like I said, I could go around and just kind of kill everybody, and that would be fine. Sneak into this building, so we are going to use our camouflage, backstab that guy, steal his money, make sure there's no one else in the building. Looks like we're good, and operate these switches. Like I said, the Assassin is really overpowered. But there are other kind of negative drawbacks to other characters that make the game really interesting. For instance, if you play as a gorilla, oh, there's a bartender there. We can buy some things from him. We can buy some alcohol from him to heal ourselves up slowly but surely. I did manage to level up in here though, so it looks like we don't really need the health, but I'm gonna stock up on some whiskey. I do want to get in this door. It is locked. If I was a thief, I might be able to open the lockpick, or open the door with lockpicks, but it actually looks like we found some of those for completing a quest. So I can just go ahead, unlock that, and get the reward from the chest. Now, if one of the patrons in this place saw me do that, they probably wouldn't be too happy with me, and they'd likely attack, which of course I wouldn't like. So we made it out of there just fine, though. We were good. We were nice and stealthy. And to get to the next level, all we have to do is go through this elevator. There is a way to teleport as well if we wanted to. Now, because we leveled up, we get to pick a trait, and this is a randomized selection of traits based on the amount of traits that I have unlocked for my account. So we could go drug-a-lug. All syringes are identified. These are basically needles you find that could have a positive or a negative effect in them. We have slippery target. Enemies have more difficulty aiming at you. Once we get a little bit further in, enemies are going to get like weapons, like guns and shotguns and lasers that they can fire at us, and we obviously don't want them to hit us too much. And then we also have Butterfinger, a chance to knock enemies' weapon out of their hands when they are blocking. Now, for an assassin, I need to keep my strengths and weaknesses in mind when I'm selecting which of these traits I actually want. So, slippery target, if I do mess up and someone does see me, the odds of them shooting at me are pretty high, but I probably won't mess up, hopefully. Butterfinger, same thing. If I'm in melee combat with someone, that means I already messed up. So we're gonna go with drug-a-lug, and all syringes will be identified. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly complete floor 1-2, so you guys can see what happens on the modifier levels in this game. Oh, actually, before I do that, we found a room that has 2 scientists in it. If I take them down, I should be able to recruit this gorilla to my own party. Or maybe that's only if you play as a gorilla. That might be the case. 2 easy backstabs. We did get the keys, so let's let him out and let's see what happens. Nope, he's running off. Okay, goodbye, little gorilla. Also, there is a bonus mission on this map, which gives us chicken nuggets. And all we have to do is, it looks like, neutralize one of these slaves. Again, as an assassin, neutralizing things is kind of my speciality, so I don't think it'll be that hard to do. There's a guy in here I can retrieve an item from. I can walk up to him and see how he's doing and maybe talk to him to get the item, but instead I'm just gonna walk in and backstab him and walk out. Because of course that's much easier than diplomatic relationships. I like how I said I was gonna skip this level and I'm still walking you guys through it just the same. In here I need to rescue this guy. I messed up! I messed up! All right, now we need to run. We need to break line of sight. We could just fight back. I mean, I think we'd be all right. But I don't want to take too much damage. I feel like I'm pretty squishy. Now that's what happens if you miss a backstab. It does become a bit of a scary situation, so we need to make sure we don't mess that up again. I'm gonna go ahead and open all of the locked doors. And I don't have to, whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, what happened here was these are rival gang members. The red hats and the blue hats don't like each other. So when I let the red hat out of jail, the blue hats started shooting back. They didn't want that to happen. Interesting. Now, I don't necessarily need to kill this guy for an objective, but in order to unlock a new class, killing the red hat, if I kill 10 of them during a particular run, I can unlock a new character to play as. And really, a lot of the fun, especially in co-op in this game, is mixing and matching characters to have just a diverse group at the end. For instance, the vampire can suck the blood of his enemies and then make them pass out or make them die. And then the cannibal can then eat that corpse in order to gain more health back. So there's just a natural synergy between those two. And finding those synergies is really fun. Lasers ignore you. Knuckly, do more damage with bare fists or bloody mess. Everyone you kill gets gibbed. We can try Knuckly and maybe not have to use any ranged weapons or lasers so we can be more stealthy. Or any melee weapons, excuse me. Let's try lasers. So 1-3 is where we start to get some modifiers. This is the slums level 3. Periodic radiation blast, get indoors. There's a timer at the top of the screen. This timer is counting down until the next radiation blast. So I need to find a place that I can go into and seek shelter. Looks like this place will be totally fine. Now, this is something that looks simple, but depending on the class that you're playing, if you're a giant gorilla and you walk into someone's store, they don't want a giant gorilla in their store and they're going to ask you to leave. And if you don't leave in time, they will start attacking you. So you kind of have to keep that in mind as well. Or if you're playing like something as a zombie, no one's gonna want you indoors, so you're gonna have to fight back and own this building basically. Make sure that you're the one that's able to dominate it during the radiation times. There's also variations of this where there's bombs falling, there's killer robots later on. And like this, for instance, I kind of messed up and now I have to seek shelter quickly. Uh-oh, boys. He's coming in to shake me. I'm kiting. Now, I probably could just ask this guy for his item and avoid combat altogether, but we'll just kill him and take that. We actually got a silencer for a gun. I can use guns as an assassin, but I can't imagine that it's a strength of mine to use guns. Camouflage is on. Ah! We started a riot! We started a riot! Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just hiding. I'm just hiding from that guy that I tried to backstab. Oh shit. Now, in order to actually use the camouflage, we do have to break line of sight. Oh, almost died there, boys. We do have to break line of sight. So if someone is looking at me, I cannot just jump into stealth, which is kind of the, quote, more difficult part of playing as the ninja. Looks like we lost 2 reds there. I'm completely okay with that. Our next objective is to, oh, hold on. We gotta wait for the radiation. If we're out in the radiation, we just take 20 points of damage. All right, let's check this out. What do we need to do? We just need to operate the switches. I think I can do this no problem. My hardest hitting melee weapon right now is a baseball bat, so we're gonna use that to try to secure our backstabs. I'm not too sure what that explosion was at all, but it looks like we wiped out everyone in the building, so we don't need to worry about the camera picking us up anymore because there's no one to answer the security call. And this fire trap here, we can just go ahead and punch that to break it down, so we don't have to deal with that anymore, which is a nice addition as well. Ouch! Oh, the turret! Okay, never mind, there was a turret there, so we do have to worry about that, what happened in here? They just literally just killed that guy. What are you selling? Go ahead and take some health. What is this? Cigarette lighter. Create fire in your hand probably would have gotten you burned at the stake in the Middle Ages. Okay, I'm gonna wait for the radiation, then we're gonna head out of here. I wanna show you guys some of the later levels because it really does just get insane. This part's actually pretty interesting. So this building is pretty well fortified. There's a lot of traps inside, and breaking in, you know, it's not the most difficult thing in the world, but it is a little bit of a hassle. So I can actually go to this air filtration system and insert some of these syringes since I know what they're doing, and I can make everyone inside confused with the drug that's in the syringe, and I'll just go ahead and pollute the air system with that. Now, by doing that 3 times, I unlock the scientist, and now all these guys, oh, shit, I'm confused too now. Oh, mistakes were made. My controls are reversed. My controls are inverted. Oh, that's so confusing. How long does this last? 30 seconds. All right, well, it was an option that I could have used to keep those guys kind of controlled. I forgot that it would also affect me. Here you can see there's a cloning machine. I can clone myself, so I have more followers that are assassins, but I don't believe they go in stealth or anything like that, so I'm not too sure how useful that actually is. Let's head in here to the bar and buy a little bit more of that liquid courage to keep us going. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Our objective is to destroy the generator in the middle. We're in camouflage. 1 down. Go ahead and grab his gun. We're gonna need it. Oh, never mind. During the confusion, something blew up in here, so it should be pretty easy to take down that generator. I threw a few shuriken at it. It's about to explode in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna camouflage because someone is bound to investigate this, right? And when they come in to investigate it, we'll be good to go. Now, of course, the generator was powering all of the traps in this area, so by taking that out, we pretty much opened up the rest of the building for us to roam around for free. Hey, cops, how's it going? I told you someone would come over to investigate that. Another thing you can do as well, if you know you're going to be getting into some trouble on a map, is go up to a cop and be like, hey, how's it going? Can you just ignore everything that I'm about to do here? And he'll be like, yeah, sure. Now, it does cost a little bit of gold to do that, and by a little bit, I mean a pretty considerable amount, but it does allow you to get away with some stuff for sure. Now, let's see if I can, I could also use this computer to open all locked doors. On other areas, you can use the computer to do things like, just open all the safes, disable traps. Kind of depends on a computer to computer basis, words and things. Another thing you can try doing is like tapping on the window to draw someone's attention over and make them walk into their own traps. That doesn't work all the time, of course, but when it does, it can be a really good way of clearing out an area. Hey, I need to retrieve that item from you. Hey, big guy, why don't you come down and step in that fire? I also can just shoot them through the window as well and make them walk into their own traps. There's a lot of really cool ways to interact with the game and with the game environment. Ouch. Didn't see that turret there. All right, we're on 2-3, so we're gonna get another mutator here. The dead are restless. That means we're gonna be fighting zombies. So there's gonna be some extremely hard-hitting zombies around somewhere, and as more people die, more zombies will start to come into the field, as you just saw there. So we are taking a little bit of damage here. I am gonna need to heal up, actually. Let's go ahead and drink my beer. Now, if the dead are chasing you, it can be a little bit more difficult to enter stealth as a ninja. So keep that in mind. Oh, God. So chaos is basically ensuing here, and you can have gang fights going on while this is happening. There are versions of modifiers where bombs are falling from the sky, and if a bomb hits someone's property, they'll just assume the closest person to them was responsible for that property damage. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this generator through the wall and get that to blow up on this guy. And that's how I'm going to eliminate him. That door he's next to is locked with a satchel charge that'll blow up. So we'll just blow him up that way. Was that cool? And I'll just go ahead and jump in camouflage too. More people coming in to investigate that giant explosion, and more people coming into this fight as well. The zombies are spreading up to the north. We need to hurry. I need to operate all these switches in here. Lots of traps in this room. I don't see any bad guys though. We might be, well, maybe that's a bad guy. I'm gonna take down this generator. And then hop into camouflage after he dies. I was hoping the generator would make all the flames and shit go away. Looks like we weren't that lucky, but I can flip that switch. Come up here. If I walk through this, I'm fine actually because of our buffs that we got. One of our random perks allows me to walk through lasers like that. So that worked out. Otherwise, I'd have to shoot the edge of it, which causes an explosion, which of course makes people come over and investigate. I'm gonna shoot the camera on the far side here. Go into stealth so we can dodge that guy and flip that switch. Looks like we're good to go. I just need to get out of this building now. And then we can teleport to the end. I think this is all I'm gonna show you. Oh, it's too dangerous because of all the zombies. I think this is all I'm gonna show you guys for today, but it is an extremely fun cooperative game. I highly recommend that you check it out. And I want to show more one-off videos for games that I'm enjoying in the future as well. Oh, I had one more mission. I have to rescue a guy. Oh, let's go rescue him then. No man left behind. No man left behind. I might lose to that zombie. And I can't break stealth apparently because I'm being watched. You didn't mention that this guy was being held in the police station. All right, we got the key. We'll let him out. Escort to the level entrance. Do you know how dangerous it is down there? I don't think he's gonna make it. All right, I'm gonna use my shuriken and try to keep these zombies at bay. I can pick my shuriken back up, so it's important that I do. Oh, what that was I almost died, so I was teleported to safety. But where's our friend that we're escorting? Is he up here? Come on, bud. Do I have any more food? I had a sandwich and a banana. Ah! I don't think he's gonna make it! Oh, that was a good throw. The Moors, there was so much killing down here at the start, I'm actually surprised there's not more zombies. Let's use our shotgun. It's a pretty good zombie killing tool. Get out of here, bud. Oh, we leveled up, so I have full health, so I'm gonna make my way back up to the top. In camouflage this time. I'm actually gonna go ahead and die. We reached 3-1. This is where cannibals start hiding in the brush. I wanna go ahead and die. There we go. Just so I can show you guys a little bit more of the features that kind of increase the replayability in this game. So I'm gonna go back to the home base. I'll have more chicken nuggets that I earned throughout the course of our missions there that I can use to upgrade my account. We went from 15 to 37. So what I've been doing is buying traits, which can change our bonuses at the end of each round when we level up. So I should be able to finish these off right now. Oh, and I'm unlocking even more. Inflict more damage on enemies with low health, or health gradually regenerates when below 20. So these are just more perks that I have a chance of unlocking every time I level up that can drastically change my playstyle on a run. These are rewards that I can buy. Things like accuracy mods, cologne to make people like me, dizzy grenades to confuse people, gas masks so I don't get hurt by harmful chemicals, all kinds of stuff that can, once again, drastically change gameplay. And then over here, there's a guy for mutators, which we can do to make the gameplay different as well. So Rocket Chaos, everyone gets a rocket launcher. I have to complete the game with no melee weapons in order to do that. Let's see. Which one would be fun? New character every level might be cool. Everyone hates you. Most people start off hostile towards you, but also have much lower health. That one might be fun for the zombie, since that's going to happen anyway. But that would drastically change what the game is like. And if everyone has lower health, that means it's easier for the zombie to go in and beat him up and get more zombie followers. So just something to think about. I do really enjoy this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell, my friends. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Look at my zombie followers. I'll just go ahead and pick up this axe, and I'll take more people down. I think I can have 5 zombie followers at a time. So, the fucking zombie army's growing, boys. Let's go.